But tell me, just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free to ride. We want to be free to ride our machines without being hassled by the man. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
Welcome to another shit show on the Biker's Lifestyle Podcast with your host, Dirty and Tank. And there we go. We're live. We're away.
Here we are.
Yeah.
We are making YouTube magic.
Oh, yeah. YouTube magic. That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to see what we can do to push our limits to get the censors up. And what do you think?
No, they ain't even paying attention to us yet.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be like famous and stuff.
We need like 607, at least 607 more subscribers.
Something like that.
So if you watch us, but you don't hit the subscribe button, or at least give us a thumbs up.
You got to hit the fucking subscribe button.
Please.
It's free. Please. Just hit the fucking subscribe button.
You're getting what you paid for, remember?
Exactly. Jesus fucking, what else are you going to watch on YouTube? Fucking cooking shows or some sort of politics show or something stupid?
Yeah. So this summer fucking flew by, brother, huh?
It did. It moved a lot quicker than I would have liked.
Yeah.
I didn't get much summer. Bike was broke down for first month or so of summer, quote unquote, and then
you got it going.
Yep, then I got it going. Then I wrecked the motherfucker 2 weeks later.
And then some asshat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, some fucking dipshit fucking does some stupid shit on the road and fucking takes me out. And here we are. Barely got a fucking working, left arm. So bike's still in fucking shambles. Ain't got that even close to put back together yet. So
yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know, man. It's been a hell of a run. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
People dying, people going down in accidents.
Yep.
Fuck, murder hornets.
Murder fucking hornets.
Murder hornets. And now the road in front of the clubhouse is about 2 feet down to the gravel part.
We're getting a new road.
Can't even ride a motorcycle.
Yeah, you got to walk. It's bullshit. You got to walk across the street.
Right now, I'm parked illegally.
Oh well. I'll tell you what though. I mean, like, it's just been a shit show all the way around. Like, a complete shit show year. Like, as far as just the world goes. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, as far as current events go.
Yeah,
so, I mean...
Current events, yeah.
So, what are we going to talk about? You want to talk about if you're lucky enough to be able to ride a motorcycle on long distance, these are some things you might want to consider?
Well, considering going to be taking a long-distance ride.
Yeah, hopefully. If everything pans out, we'll get one more long-distance ride, 600 miles one way type ride or whatever, however fucking far it is.
Well, you look it on the interwebs machine there, and we're both on a few different Facebook pages. We got, the Biker's Lifestyle, of course, that we were highly entertained by.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a lot of bikers out there that just kind of get on their bike and ride it. And then when they think something's wrong or they want some maintenance done, they just bring it to a guy and pay him a shitload of money, and then they sort of do stuff to it, and they kind of wait for it to break.
Well, yeah, I mean, ideally, if you're well off enough where you have, like, a fucking new motorcycle, whether it's, within a few years or, brand fucking new, you can just take it to the dealer and say, hey, I'm going to do this thing. Can you check it out for me? Yeah, I can. All right, cool. But, I mean, I'm not that guy. My motorcycle wasn't even made this decade. I mean, yeah.
Mine's considered to be a classic at this point in time. I can actually get that blue plate for it right now, antique, because it's over 25 years old.
When we had that Chelsea chick on here, she was, talking about how she had to have a nice car over a nice motorcycle, and I was like, I'm the complete opposite way.
Complete opposite. Yeah, you are, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah, I've been in some of your vehicles.
Hey, man, you only need one windshield wiper.
No,
that's
right. Yeah, that's right. No shit, that's right.
Yeah.
We're in that your Blazer there, riding around. One windshield wiper, like going into 2 tornadoes on the ground.
Yeah, that's true.
That was this summer.
Yeah, it was.
Tornadoes, that's right. We saw
2 fucking tornadoes. In the same, one right after the other, just looking at them crossing the fucking horizon, like, oh.
I think that was after we did a podcast, too.
We did a podcast, and you couldn't get a hold of your wife, or whatever the fuck it was. We had to jam to your house because you thought, fuck, maybe I don't have a house anymore.
Yeah.
Because it was right there on the fucking.
Right there.
It was right there.
Right there. Yeah, no shit. It's like it formed over my house and then moved and then. Damn, that was pretty wild. I just remembered that when you're talking about that. Yeah, we're in this ramshackle car. The gerbils were working hard that day in the engine.
They don't make 99 Blazers like they used to.
Well, I don't know. I mean, well, yeah, exactly. I ain't got money fucking falling off me. My kids thought I did, but Jesus, no. I mean, but if you are that type of biker, I mean, even if you do pay the guy to, to fix your bike when you go on that long journey, I mean, do you bring it to him every time you get on? You get on it to go? No,
I don't know.
There's some certain things you do. You look at, right?
Maybe yuppies do. I don't know. Well, yeah.
What do you do?
Well, okay. So if I'm going to go on a long ride, like, whatever, crossing state lines to the point where, it's going to be a pain in the ass for people to pick you up. Tires are a fucking must. And it's so easy to check. You just got to look. Like, you don't even got to take anything apart. You just got to fucking basically look.
Yeah, use your eyes.
If it's close to the wear bar, just get a new fucking tire if you can afford it. Because motorcycle tires go quick, especially once they get down to a certain point, they go real fucking quick.
Well, and if you're too stupid not to have a tire gauge somewhere on your bike.
A pressure gauge?
Like a pressure gauge, yeah. I mean, just check your tire pressure. Look at your tread.
Yeah. I mean, it's super fucking simple.
Check your oil.
Yeah, check your fucking oil.
Yeah, check your cables out,
I mean, me personally, I change the oil if I go on like a fucking ride where it's going to be 1,000+ miles. I just change it. Unless it's like, I just changed it like a week ago. But if it's like, I got 1,000 or some odd miles on my fucking oil, I'm just going to change the shit out. Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Because, 9 times out of 10, if I'm going that far, it's going to be hours and hours and hours and hours at fucking 80 some miles an hour, allegedly. In the States, you can go 80 miles an hour. Oh, yeah.
Right. We don't speed.
No, we obey all traffic laws.
Oh, yes, we do. Every time.
But yeah, no, seriously. I mean,
are you getting this? Okay.
Yeah. Check all your fluids, change your oil, check your oil at least. If you're one of them cheap asses that don't want to fucking change it, then don't change it, but at least check it. Make sure you're not low.
Check your air filter.
Yeah, give your air filter a peek.
It'll take a little, little spray to it there. Get the crud off it,
Well, if you don't have a paper filter.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't hose down your paper filter. It'll eat itself.
No, I've got a K&N, so I got to put that funny little oil shit on there. And...
If you got a Harley, check your belt.
Yeah.
If you got a chain or whatever, check the chain. Make sure there's not a whole bunch of stupid slop.
Yeah.
Maybe throw a wrench on a couple fucking major nuts and bolts, like axle bolts or nuts or whatever. I once went with I was on a ride and this guy had just put new fucking handlebars on his motorcycle. Like just put them on. Like a few days before we left. And we were 400 some odd fucking miles from home and his fucking handlebars dropped down in his lap. And of course it's on a fucking like a street glide. So you can't get to the motherfuckers unless you tear the fairing apart. Yeah, so check your shit out before you leave. Because I guarantee you if it might fail, it will fail. What do you carry with you?
Oh, boy. What do I carry with me? Bungee cords, rope.
Yeah.
Some zip ties.
Yeah, zip ties are a plus.
A few hose clamps. A couple little tool kits. Right now on the bike, there's a little miniature RPM gauge. So the only reason I haven't taken out of the bike yet. When I was trying to dial in that new carburetor.
Oh, I see.
I'd be out on the road, and then you gotta. You want to check and set your idle when you've ridden it for 10, 15 minutes hard and then check it. So I wasn't always near the house. So I'm sure people going down the road, what the fuck is he doing? Wrapping that wire around my spark plug, putting a little box down there.
Hey, man, fuck them.
I got my, my homemade tool, the screwdriver with the slight bend to it to get down to the adjuster down into the carburetor.
Specialty tools.
Oh, yeah. I've made many a specialty tool.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of rope plugs for tire plugs.
Well, in an emergency, they work.
Yeah, and then a pair of, like, side cutters or dikes or whatever you want to call them, Might just trigger people saying dikes.
Oh, no.
But that's a technical term. Basically, like wire cutter, like dikes, side cutters, things, whatever.
Like
so you could dig a fucking nail out of your tire.
Like that Dutch kid with his finger in a dike? Did I just say finger in a dike?
Jesus
Christ.
Here we go.
Well, I mean, on the Victory, I carry a couple of.
Send all your letters to Tank
Yeah,
at P.O. Box.
Right. I am a douchebag.
Yep.
P.O. Box, I am a douchebag.
And it happens.
That fuck you,
fuck
USA.
I was watching your show and it's horrible.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for watching.
Triggered.
Tell your friends. That's right. Try the veal. We got shows at 4 and 7:30 matinees on Saturday.
That's right. Dykes on Bikes Coalition is going to be up our ass now. No pun intended.
There is actually a group called Dykes on Bikes that goes up to the Dells every year.
I 100% believe that.
Yeah, I know because a friend of mine's wife was part of them.
Yeah.
Shit. But getting back, I got a couple of drop-in clutch cables.
You had a friend who had a wife who was in Dykes on Bikes?
Yes.
Was your friend a woman?
No.
How's that work?
I don't even ask him. Yeah,
Are they a poser club? Is that the problem?
I don't know what they
Association,
are,
I'd assume?
I don't know what they are. I
don't know what they are either.
I couldn't get beyond the fact that it was wife and she was in Dykes on Bikes.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
You know, hey, whatever blows.
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever,
Maybe if you're just a Dyke supporter.
Whatever flips your Twinkie, man. Hey, and apparently she had one. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, getting back on the Victory, I've got some drop-in cables. That
Do you?
You know, for the clutch, because Victories they notoriously chew through clutch cables.
Victories.
Fucking Victories. Yeah, but you know what? You can drop one in about 15 minutes on the side of the road.
Well, if they break all the time, it's probably a good thing, huh?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the cable's called Save Your Ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it happens. Unlike the Harley with the Victory, it's got a different starter, so you can't necessarily start your. Is there something going on out there?
There's
some idiot in a car.
Some idiot in a car just came from a part of the road that's got like a fucking 2-inch or a 2-foot drop off. I'm like, how is that thing not broken?
I was going to say, is this muffler out there on the road somewhere?
We're
watching our security camera here at the clubhouse.
Anyways, sidetracked. Yeah, squirrel.
Yeah. Riveting internet gold here, folks.
Yep.
That's right.
You get what you pay for. But so you're carrying on the road or on the Victory, you're carrying an extra clutch cable.
Extra clutch cable, two of them, and then cable repair kit, and then cable cutters. A couple of tools. That's where my notorious. Actually, I actually need a 10 millimeter sprocket on that. A socket rather to remove the clutch handle up top. So if you're looking for your lost 10 millimeter socket, it's in Tank's saddlebag on his Victory.
Got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, 920,000.
That's right.
For all you looking for them out there. Why is it that the 10 millimeter is the one that's lost all the time?
It's popular. It's just like back in the day, it was a 9/16 and a half. If you worked on an old Chevy's fucking truck from like the 70s, you could pretty much take the whole thing apart with like 3 sockets. A 7/16, a half-inch, and a 9/16.
That sounds
some asshole in the comments. We get 5/8 too and 3/4 and yeah.
Fuck you.
Basic socket set. How about that, dickheads?
Yeah.
Oh
shit.
Who else calls their fans dickheads? You know what I mean?
Joe Rogan.
Probably.
But getting back,
Oprah of men.
So if you're that type of biker that just throws your leg over your bike, fucking higgledy-piggledy, whatever you want, thinking that it's going to be together, and then you're the dumbass out on the side of the road with it broken going, I don't know what happened. I look at it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you're a dumbass.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you bring up tools. I want to bring up some tools, okay? It drives me nuts, man. If you're going to go on a long stretch of road, man, basic fucking hand tools. Like those hex key sets that come in like a thing, like they fold up and they, from whatever size,
looks like a pocket knife.
Yeah, like 1/8 inch to like 3/8 or whatever size variance it is. I mean, throw in your saddlebags. First of all, they're like $5 at Harbor Freight, and they take up like this much room, like this much, And
a T27 Torx head's always handy to have.
Yeah, Torx bit set, because they also sell the exact same style of set, only in Torx.
Yeah.
That way, if something comes loose, and just throw them in. If you're one of those fucking chopper assholes that doesn't have any sort of fucking way to carry shit, then I don't know what to tell you. You're probably not going across state lines any fucking ways.
Yeah, it's probably rattling too much anyway.
Yeah, it's probably a fucking tavern assault vehicle, so just tune this out. You know what I mean? Just tune this, just go back to, I don't know.
Go back to your 20 miles.
Yeah, go back to watching fucking Rusty Butcher fucking shows. I don't fucking know what you're doing with your life. But
we're pissing them off with Dykes now, Rusty Butcher fans, assholes that don't take care of bikes.
Oh, and all
and take care of their bikes.
Before we get, like, they're going to be like, oh, there's these clubs out there still super fucking hardcore that ride fucking choppers. Yeah, they ain't watching this fucking show, I'll tell you that.
Right.
They don't give a fuck what we have to say. They are not paying attention.
In fact, we've a couple of 1%er friends of mine have watched our show.
Yeah.
And they think it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you guys are fucking... I'm like, what do you want from me?
They find it entertaining.
What do you want from me, man? Fuck. I went to public schools. But, I mean, fucking Torx bits, fucking hex keys, and an adjustable fucking wrench, otherwise known as a crescent wrench.
Yeah.
Make sure it goes up to 1 inch or whatever size axle nut you have, okay? Whatever size axle nut you have, get a crescent wrench that goes to that size. Why? Because you can also use it for littler fucking nuts, just in case something is somewhat fucking loose and starts rattling.
A couple of different size vice grips are always handy to have.
Yeah, vice grips. I mean, the sky's the limit on how much shit you want to carry. I mean, just one pair of vice grips will probably do 90% of the fucking job, as long as it's like a mid-range.
Yeah.
And then like a big fucking flat blade screwdriver, and then maybe a Phillips head. Number 2.
You can even buy the one that's got the thing that pulls off and you just flip it over. And
a roll of electrical tape.
Yeah.
All of these things you could probably put in a fucking bag the size of a pair of fucking shoes.
Quart of oil is always good.
Yeah, well, depending upon... I mean, if you have a bike that's older, that runs out of oil, but I'm not a big fan of taking, like, oils and fluids with me because you can typically pick those up at any fucking gas station.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Typically. I mean, if you run something that takes a special oil, then yeah. But, I mean, if you're topped off at the fucking beginning of your ride... Okay, chances are you're not going to, if you're running through that much oil, you probably don't want to take that fucking motorcycle anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't go 1,000 miles without having to add fucking oil, you might have an issue.
Unless you ride an Evo.
But at the same time, I mean, what are you really running? That's going to be so hard you can't find it. I mean, my fucking Road King takes 60 weight AMS oil. And the reason why it's 60 weight AMS oil is because nobody else makes straight 60 weight synthetic oil that I know of. Comment below if you know of any other, but as far as I know, it's only AMS oil that makes 60 weight, straight 60 weight. So, but I don't go through oil that fucking much, so I don't really ever have to fucking worry about it. But I mean,
my Evo goes through about a quart every 1,500 to 2,000 miles.
Right. And
but that's normal, a lot of it blows by on my leg for crying out loud.
When it takes 20-50.
Yeah.
Either, a full synthetic or a blend or just even conventional if you really want to get, cheap with it.
GTX is what I've been running.
And you can probably find it in just about every single fucking gas station, truck stop, auto parts store. So, I mean, if you got the room and you can throw an extra quart in the fucking saddlebag or whatever, then yeah, go right ahead. But, I mean, me personally, I don't fucking carry consumables that much just because you can find it. Which brings me to my next point. Make sure you have fucking money on you.
Yeah, cash.
Cash money.
Cash money.
If not cash money, then enough fucking credit on a credit card to fucking, just in case shit happens.
Yeah. Not a debit card, a credit card.
A credit card, not a debit card. Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever.
They all help, but you have to have a finite amount on that. With a credit card, a lot of times you have your limit.
Right.
So if you need to spend $1,000, out on the road because something happened.
Yeah, you need to get fucking picked up somewhere by a tow truck, or you need to fucking... you ran over some chunk of fucking metal and fucking destroyed a fucking tire. I mean, just make sure you have access to money. You know what I mean? Because you never know when shit's going to go sideways.
Yeah.
I mean, I have never been on a trip where I didn't have to spend money that I didn't think I had to spend. Whether it's as stupid as a fucking headlight bulb. A bulb in the fucking headlight,
Yeah.
Or it could be something serious as where you need a fucking tire.
Battery.
I've ran over shit, but yeah, battery's another good one, But yeah, I've had tires where I fucking was going down the road and I saw something out of the corner of my eye and realized it was like a fucking chunk of fucking metal that fell off of something and fucking put a pretty good 3-4 inch fucking slice in my fucking tire. I mean, you ain't plugging that,
Oh, I bottomed out that one time when I hit that huge bump over a set of railroad tracks. And collapsed the shock.
Yeah.
And then that hit up onto my fender up underneath and then ripped a whole friggin' line off my tread.
But yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I was getting down there on tread, but it ripped it off anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but as far as that's about it, man. I mean, it's always a good idea to have some sort of fucking insurance that has some sort of roadside assistance or AAA or something like that to get you out of a pickle if you're in one, you know, or a jam or whatever.
I have clears on there. I've got, you know, 2 different kinds of gloves that I put on there. I always have an extra hoodie on there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but at the same time, I bring all this up because it's not exactly fucking rocket science, and it's not exactly impossible to have this stuff. You know what I mean?
No.
And I'll hear so many people when they're like, "Oh man, you're going where? Oh man, what do you take with?" I mean, dude, common fucking sense, man.
2 pair of jeans, 5 t-shirts, 5 pair of underwear.
I mean, I'll be honest with you,
Socks, you know. I mean,
I've gone on multiple day trips where all I have is the clothes on my back, besides the fucking the heavier coat and a saddlebag, and maybe a pair of chaps, and maybe an extra pair of socks.
yeah.
I don't know why socks. I don't like my feet wet.
No, when you get
cold.
wet feet or cold, it's true.
Gloves.
And we tend to ride in rain because we're stupid like that.
Well, you live in the fucking Midwest, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
there's never not a dry season.
Yeah,
You'll get. I mean, we call it a drought if it's not raining in like a week. If it doesn't rain at least once a week, we're in this fucking horrible drought and people are panicking.
Yeah, we went on that ride not last weekend, the weekend before. It rained the entire fucking ride.
Yeah.
We just, I mean, and I guess that's what differentiates a lot of the motorcycle club guys, the riding, you know, the guys that ride. They'll leave in the rain. A lot of the standard rider won't. They'll get caught in the rain.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they won't start a ride in the rain.
Yeah, you know, and it is what it is. I mean, I'm never super excited to go riding in the rain.
No,
you know,
no,
I'm
but
never.
If it's a club ride, we ride.
Well,
Regardless.
yeah. You got to go. You got to go. I mean, I was just about to bring up. You know, I mean, I've fucking taken off for hundreds of mile rides. You know, like, or we got to go to 3 states away, and it's fucking 40 degrees and fucking raining. You know, dress appropriately. You know, is it gonna suck? Yeah, probably for a while.
You can take the layers off, man. I looked like the Michelin Man one time. It was 19 degrees out leaving northern Illinois. I went down to southern Illinois. It's 65 and sunny.
Yeah.
You know, I could barely see out of one. I had my glasses up because they were all fogged up. Couldn't even see out of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can always take shit off, can't it?
Gloves so thick I could barely feel my controls.
Yep. Always get them little cotton, those fucking those like fucking shitty-ass cotton gloves.
Oh, no shit. Then your hand gets sweaty inside. Then you pull them off and the inside comes apart and you got to try to...
Well, you know what I mean? Those like fucking like really cheap-ass, thin-ass fucking gloves.
Oh, I know about cheap-ass gloves. That's all I seem to buy, brother.
Well, I get the thin ones, and they're like just insulators. So like say if like your regular gloves are, you know, you're to the point where they're not fucking working like they should.
Right.
Put them motherfuckers on, then put the other gloves back on. It's like an extra layer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you can be one of those assholes that gets the fancy fucking heated gloves. You know, you can be one of those assholes, which I kind of want to be one of those assholes someday.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to be.
Yeah,
heated seat, heated vest, heated grips, heated gloves. I know it's come to this.
Right?
Right?
I got heated socks.
Yeah, they do have heated socks.
I mean,
don't they?
fuck. You could just ride year round and just you're just covered in electricity.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you hit the rainstorm. Yeah.
You got like 10 fucking 9-volt batteries on you trying to keep all your shit fucking going.
Yeah,
but you know, hey,
it
you know,
it keeps you riding.
Yeah, if it keeps you riding, more power to you.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
I don't even own rain gear yet. I just get wet.
I don't think I've ever owned rain gear.
I've used rain gear before. I borrowed rain gear from somebody, and I get it. It fucking works. I mean, it works to a certain extent, but
I bought rain gear one time. I bought a box of trash bags, a big 40-gallon. And, you know, it became rain gear.
Right? No.
But 9 times out of 10, what happens to me is I get caught in the rain. I'm soaking wet, and then who the fuck wants to put on rain gear when you're soaking wet?
Oh, well, it comes in handy. The reason why I had a fucking ride I had to go on, it was 300 and some miles one way, and it's like I knew I was gonna get wet. Like it was storming when I left, and the forecast was like, oh yeah, tomorrow there's like a fucking 99.9% chance it's gonna storm.
Yeah, so unless you wait 4 days, you're gonna have to ride in the rain.
Right. So I borrowed rain gear from a club brother, and I mean it worked. To be honest with you, I mean it kept my upper body pretty dry. My lower half, from my knees down, was just as soaked if I didn't have rain gear on. Yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, it did a lot. It did a lot fucking better than if I didn't have fucking rain gear.
Yeah, but water dries.
Yeah, you'll dry off.
You'll dry off,
and you only get so wet.
Yeah.
Once you get a certain wet, you're just wet.
I just remember that one infamous ride we had, the strip poker run, where it just rained like Noah and the Ark rain, and we We get this 130 bikers and we pull into this strip club, and it was like a Chinese laundry all of a sudden in the parking lot. People stripping down to their underwears, man, pouring water out of boots and wringing shit out, and laying them up on fences.
Well, it's because it was like a fucking 80-degree day and sunny. And then all of a sudden, like, a storm the size of the county rolled in.
The heavens opened up.
Yeah, dumped 2 inches of fucking water out of it, and then it was sunny again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everybody was soaking wet until we get to the end of the ride, and everybody was pretty much dried off.
I watched a club brother make rain angels.
Yeah.
On the side of the road.
Yeah.
Like, dropped down and made rain angels.
You got to entertain yourself out there.
Yeah, what the hell, man? I mean, you're miserable. What the fuck? You might as well be happy doing it, you know?
I will say this just because of current events, but if you're traveling, let's say, through a state that is known to have problems in certain areas, you might want to check the news and check whatever media you want to follow just to make sure you're not going to run into some shit.
You're talking Kentucky, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I am talking Kentucky because, well, you know.
By the time this airs, it'll probably already have happened,
yeah, but at the same time, I mean, this isn't going to air. This will air sometime in 2020, so I'm sure it's going to be relevant whenever it airs because it seems like there's a riot happening somewhere at some point in time lately.
The riot du jour.
You know, you get out, you know, and they decide, well, we're going to shut down the fucking interstate. It's going to be like, well, if you ride a fucking air-cooled fucking motorcycle, that might be a fucking problem for you because you're going to be sitting in traffic till these fucking retards decide to get out of the fucking way.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's going to be a clusterfuck because now everybody's all jammed up. So if, like say, well, let's say you have a trip planned for, let's say, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Okay? And let's say you're going to Nashville. Okay?
Going there next week.
Yeah. I don't know why I brought it up.
Yeah. Shelbyville, actually.
But, you know, if there's something going on in Kentucky, you might want to adjust your route a little bit. You know, you might not want to go through, Louisville because chances are you could run into some shit, you know. And I mean, hey, man, I'm all Second Amendment, fucking nobody's going to tread on me, eat shit, I'm going to go through regardless. But if I can fucking take the path of least resistance and go around a fucking, you know, mostly peaceful protest / riot,
oh, yeah, that's the prudent
then I'd
thing
rather
to
do it,
It's
yeah.
a smart thing to do.
Right, because I don't feel, you know, I'd rather just fucking cruise. I don't want to fucking...
Don't need the hassle.
Yeah, I don't need to get in the fucking middle of a race war.
No.
I mean, fuck. But, I mean, you got to bring it up now. You got to bring it up these days. If you're traveling across state lines, you got to be, I mean, think about it. If you lived in, like, say, northern fucking Washington, and you had to go through the Portland area, you might want to know that shit's a little spicy in fucking Portland right now.
It's true.
You stop at a fucking gas station, next thing you know, you got a whole bunch of people raising their fist in here mad at you. You know, and they're like, well, fuck you. How about that? You know? Wow. So that's just something, I mean, you know, I'm not telling people to arm themselves. I mean, probably wouldn't be the worst idea in the fucking world, but at the same time, you at least want to pay attention to the fucking news. You know, make sure you're not going into a fucking war zone, you know, like Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, what if they start getting a little spicy down there and you're fucking trying to get across fucking, you know, across the fucking interstate? You don't know. You know, I mean, everybody's seen the videos in other parts of the country where they fucking take assault, you know, start trying to pull people out of cars on the interstate.
Back in the early 80s, I worked in Rockford, and I was a truck driver.
Yeah.
You know, driving the 10-wheelers, you know, doing some deliveries, and I got lost and ended up in South Chicago.
Oh.
And I remember I got flagged down by a cop, and the cop was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" He's like, "You are the wrong color." He's like, I'm looking for the interstate. I'm trying to get back on. He's like, it's 3 blocks up this way, 2 over there. I don't even want you to stop at the lights. He's like, get out of here. And it's the truth.
Well, I mean,
unfortunately,
it is what it is. I mean, if
it's not even a color thing, it's a crime thing.
It's just one of those things. I mean, you got to be, you know, you got to be aware of your fucking surroundings,
yes.
Especially right now in this part of time. I mean, you don't want to be caught up in the middle of some dumbass fucking peaceful /
just be smart
protest / riot / whatever the fuck. But I mean, just I mean, it's not even so much smart. Just be aware.
Yeah.
Just be aware and don't try to be Billy fucking badass and get involved in some bullshit where you're trying to get somewhere. You know, If you're trying to get to one destination to another destination and there's some bullshit in the middle, try to avoid it. Don't try to be, oh, I'm gonna fuck you. I'm going right through that bullshit. Well, you know. That might not work out for you, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to be bait to go viral, you know?
Exactly, you know? I mean,
Fuck.
you know, unless you're in a pack, and even if you're in a pack, man, I mean, fuck, dude, you get jumped by fucking 30, 40 fucking people. I don't care. I mean, you better be armed to the fucking teeth if you're planning on getting out of that alive. If you decide to start shit, because chances are you're going to get overran.
Well, talk
You know?
shit, get hit.
Well, fuck around and find out, you know, but,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I carry my personal protection on me, and even still, I mean, if I know that there's shit going on in this fucking city, I'm going to try to go around this city, because I don't want to get involved in their dumbass shit, you know?
Yeah.
That will ruin my my ride if I have to, like, you know, participate in the riot.
Speaking of rides, you're gonna get ready to ride again here pretty soon, aren't you?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
No, everything works out. I mean, the arm's kind of working.
Yeah. Your bike's in pieces though.
Yeah, I'm going to have to borrow your bike.
You are gonna that's right. That's what Club Brothers do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I'm going to Florida, my bike was gonna go into a garage and be stored, but Brother Durney needed a bike, so
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
He's taking my bike. You know,
Yeah.
there's not many Club Brothers I wouldn't do that for, but
Well.
you're top of the list. You know,
Well.
she's in good hands. So let's not talk about that.
Right. Now, let's just throw that jinx on me. That's cool.
Nah,
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. That's great.
Yeah, that shit. If anything happens
that's
to
cool.
it, you can fix anything on it.
As long as I'm still breathing, yeah.
Yeah, she's
And I can move all my appendages.
Well, she's got her quirks, you know.
Yeah. Well, and that's just it. I mean, every motorcycle's got its quirks. Even brand new bikes get kind of funny sometimes if you're not used to it.
Well, you know, I mean, we could take two bikes right off the end of the production line, and we both ride both of them. Each of those bikes would have its different characteristics to it. Fresh off the line.
Well, especially in the Harley world.
Yeah.
You know, there's little fucking things they fucking do that if you're not used to it, it might surprise you or freak you out or whatever. You know, I mean, like I could take my bike, right? And well, okay, let me rephrase. Before the accident, you could take my bike, and it was pretty much mechanically sound. I mean, I can jump on it and go anywhere, do anything, blah, blah, blah. But if you didn't know how to ride my bike, and I said, oh, yeah, man, take my bike. Oh, by the way, anything less than 2,000 RPMs, it chugs and rides like shit because the camshafts are fucking huge. You know? So, I mean, it's little shit like that, you know?
So, by the way,
Yeah.
no, my bike's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
You get up on her though. I mean, plan on getting a little bit of oil down on your right leg.
That's fine.
You know, it's a head breather, and they're going to come up out of the heads.
It's fine.
You know, I mean, do I have stock breathers on there? No. No. We have tank built breathers on there that kind of kick a little oil out, but mostly it just aspirates it down to the atmosphere because I didn't want that shit going back into my air cleaner, back into my intake.
I didn't even know the hardware store sold Harley parts.
They don't.
Oh.
Ace Hardware, though, you can find zip ties work. Let me tell you.
That's right. Ace is the place.
Well, they've got breathers that can go on that bike.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the air cleaner bracket for that stupid Kiriakin hypercharger that came on the bike that I haven't replaced yet, they don't build them for the one side. I can have it on one side, but the bracket's too small. It just doesn't fit. The angle's not there.
What the fuck are you thinking, Kerry Hawken?
Yeah, right? What were they thinking?
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
You can get them set right. I mean, it is a K&N filter that's in there, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't understand what the principle was behind them. Do you know? I mean, looks like it's supposed to swirl it around or something, and
I don't know,
you get
man.
better air or something, or I don't know.
I honestly don't know what they're. I mean,
or was it just a bunch of chrome that was supposed to look fast?
I think it looks tough. Let's be honest. That's half the fucking battle is looking tough on your motorcycle.
Well, most of the people that know those things will look at it and go, "Hey, you're dumb," and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, it came on the bike.
30 years ago was a good idea.
Yeah. When the bike came out, 26 years ago, it was probably cool. But the Arlen S Big Sucker kit's about $400, and just haven't gotten to that point yet. What can I tell you?
If you're hearing screeching, that's because there's construction equipment directly outside the clubhouse going down the not a road anymore.
Yeah,
that's a backhoe.
That is a backhoe.
It's a big ass Caterpillar backhoe.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fucking Trump, man. Can
Oh,
you believe that? Trump
fucking!
making all
I
this
can't
happen?
believe Trump's fucking making a backhoe go down our road. Squeaking. Everybody with headphones on right now is fucking already shut us off. They're like, fucking dicks. I don't care.
If they're even listening to this point, we're
They're probably not listening.
34 minutes into this
Yeah,
thing. So.
nobody's fucking paying attention.
Yeah, I don't know. If you notice, I'll put little Easter eggs in there on the credits just to see if people go to the end.
Oh.
It's a happy little surprise that I put in
Jesus.
there, mostly to amuse myself.
Yeah, we only do this for ourselves. I'm making money at it.
We've got a few people that respond. Somebody wants to send us cigars.
Yeah, cool.
So as long as they don't have poison in them.
Yeah, don't lace them with.
Please don't try to kill us.
Yeah, don't lace them with the cheap stuff.
Yeah, right. Make it good.
Yeah, don't be dipping them in fentanyl, you dick.
Right. Yeah, some good morphine or something.
Yeah.
Make it worth my while at least. Let me trip a little before you kill me.
Yeah, I fucking was recently on morphine pills. Not a fan. I don't know how people can get addicted to that shit. I really don't. Like painkillers.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I get it if you have like a problem and you just take them so you don't feel like crap anymore because you're addicted to them. I get it.
Well, you build up resistance in your body.
Yeah,
so
and you got to take more and more and more.
More and more and more. So it's like doing that first bump of coke you ever did in your life when, not that we've ever done that, but what I've heard is that if you do cocaine for the first time, and
when you read
whoa,
it, yeah,
and then you're chasing that initial high,
chasing the dragon,
and you'll never find it.
Well, I mean, it's like smoking cigarettes. The first, few cigarettes you smoke, you get this fucking amazing fucking head rush buzz. Fucking whoa, this is why everybody smokes, and you realize that goes right the fuck away.
30 years later, when you're coughing up that lung,
yep,
and it's black,
yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason why I bring up I was on morphine pills after my surgery, and it's like, dude, I fucking sat in a chair and drooled on myself fucking for 3 fucking days. Like, just I was out of it. Just stupid.
Yeah, I was at your house when you were drooling in a chair. Yeah.
That wasn't even after morphine. That was after IV morphine.
You were pretty out of it.
Yeah, well, I was also taking painkiller or Percocets, whatever the fuck they had me on.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. I mean, it helps.
Yeah, you were just pleased to have visitors at your house that day,
yeah. Yeah, I was just fucking out of it, and I'm sitting there trying to fucking just stare off in the distance, trying not to, think about the shooting pains in my fucking left side, and
that was
people
like a day. That was the day later, wasn't it?
It was literally the next day.
It was literally.
I literally got out of the hospital like 3-4 hours before you came over.
We were bringing you dinner and dessert.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It tasted good as fuck, but
it's what we do. It's what brothers do.
Appreciate it.
You help each other out. You lend your fucked up bike to your brother.
Yeah.
It's not fucked up. It's not fucked up.
Yeah.
But it does need an oil change.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I'm about 2,500 miles into it right now.
Oh, that's too much.
It is for what you want to use it for.
Yeah, because I'll put
1,000 at least.
No, more than that.
More than that. Okay.
1,300.
Yeah.
1,300 or so.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Where you're going. Yep. Yeah. That some of the guys are going to make it all the way to South Carolina. Do you know?
I know of a couple that are.
That's the case. Yeah, I'm thinking about when I get to Florida, then I'll ride my my Victory up, like to Georgia, and then be able to do the last leg.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking at doing at this point in time.
Yeah, I'll be. Yeah, we're just going to Kentucky and turning around the next day because homie's got to hopefully work the next fucking day. So that's
provided I open my house up in Florida and don't find any snakes or anything in it.
Fucking alligators.
No. Gus is in the backyard.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures the other day.
You live in a state where there's dinosaurs.
Literally.
Yeah.
If you see water in Florida, there is an alligator in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't a kid get fucking ate at fucking Disney World?
It sure did, man. Hi, remember your 3-year-old kid?
You think they'd have that fucking sorted out by now? Hey, maybe we should probably check the ponds for alligators so they don't eat kids.
Well, I mean, if you're going to dub yourself as the world's happiest place, you probably shouldn't have animals that will eat your kids.
You think that would be somebody's job?
Yeah.
You think that would be somebody's job? Hey, make sure there's no fucking alligators in the park. Yeah, that's your only job.
Just mitigate the alligators eating small children, please. So,
and how has it not happened before?
Right,
let's be honest. I mean, nobody's been paying attention. Has it happened before? Nobody fucking caught on.
Well, I got a buddy that lives in southern Florida, and he raises his kids for them. I mean, just climb up trees, climb in the house, whatever. He figured he'd let them fuck up and figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
Instead of being a helicopter parent hovering over them and telling them what not to do. And I appreciate that. But he lives on a canal where he's at, and there's alligators all over the place. And I'm amazed that they've been there for almost 8 years now, and I have not heard about one of his kids. He's got 4 small kids getting eaten by an alligator.
Yeah,
I saw pictures of him feeding them. Yeah.
Do you want to feed them though? Because won't they come back? Isn't it like a bear? If you feed a bear, it's always going to come back looking for more food.
I my nephew Tyler, actually, when they lived in South Carolina, he fed an alligator and it followed him home. And he tried to ask Mom if he can keep it for a pet. And,
Don't want to keep that as a pet.
Probably not,
No.
No, definitely wouldn't want to keep an alligator as a pet. But they do sell them. You can buy a little freaking baby alligators down
Oh, I know
there,
you
man.
can, yeah.
It's crazy. And you hear about them every now and then. You hear about it like up in one scene in like the canal in Chicago or something in the summertime.
I don't know. No, I think that's like an urban legend
Are you
type
sure?
shit. Well, there was a movie. I remember there was this movie. I don't remember. It was from like the 70s, where it's basically this fucking kid had a pet alligator and they flushed it down and it was in a sewer and it somehow got into like toxic waste or some shit and was like, 80 feet long and it was some ridiculous killer alligator in the sewers of New York.
Just to clarify, most of the movies about killer things in the 70s, they had something toxic.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is, those are classic movies, killer alligators or giant fucking ants, the movie Them. I think that was the 50s, 40s, 50s.
And if you want to see these fucked up movies, go to Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, or just use the internet.
Yeah.
They're probably out there somewhere. What was the name of that fucking movie with the giant spider? Them was the ants. What was the name of the spider? Giant spider.
Arachnophobia.
No, that was a movie about a whole bunch of spiders. But they weren't
giant spider?
It was giant, like it crushed a fucking house, giant spider.
Oh, wow, that's a big spider.
That was another old ass fucking movie.
Huh.
Because back in the day, you'd fucking see those on like Sunday afternoons on like the shitty fucking channels, like the normal, like the UHF channels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, UHF.
So for some of our younger viewers, regular TV used to have what's called, what was it, VHF?
Very high frequency, VHF.
And then there was UHF.
Ultra high frequency.
Right. And those would be like your UPNs or your Me TVs or whatever, and they just played like old shit that nobody else wanted to fucking watch anymore on like a regular network.
Well, that was provided you can get the channel in because you had to have, half a roll of tinfoil and the rabbit ears.
You got to tune that shit in.
And then you had to like bribe your little brother with a quarter to stand up with, part of the coat hanger holding up to get it to come in right. And hold it. No, it's right there. I mean,
and one other person would walk into the room and completely change your fucking reception.
Jesus, my older brother and I, we had this console that was like as big as a suitcase with a little tiny screen about that big on it. And I remember we used to flip a coin to see who had to change the channel because it would shock you if you changed the channel.
Wow.
So, but we did. We only had fucking two or three channels to watch anyway back then. So. but
every once in a while, you get one of them motorcycle movies, man. You get like an Easy Rider. Yeah. Or you get the Wild Ones, or you get like
Hell's Angels on Wheels.
Or fuck, where we get our fucking intro from? What the fuck's the name of it? I can never fucking remember the name of that.
Oh, that's the Wild Ones.
No.
No. What is it?
Wild Angels, or
I think it is Wild Angels.
I think it's Wild Angels. Yeah, I cannot find that fucking movie. I can't find it anywhere. It's like nowhere.
Yeah, but I was reading up on it. It's like free.
Yeah, it's like nobody owns the rights to it anymore.
Nobody owns the rights to it. The person died, and it died with them. So
yeah,
that's how we're able to use it.
The last, it was I think it was bought by some production company or some studio back in the 80s, and then that company went out of business.
Yeah, and like I said, the person died with the rights or something.
Yeah,
Nobody claimed it.
Nobody claimed it, so it's just out there in the ether.
Peter Fonda at his best.
Peter Fonda.
Yeah.
Well, he changed a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
He became quite the fucking nut bar.
Yeah. I still liked him in Wild Hogs.
No, yeah. I mean,
how can you not like Wild Hogs?
He's got his moments,
Wild Hogs, Blade.
It's like David Carradine. Yeah, the Kung Fu guy.
Yeah.
Don't ever look up how he died on Google if you're a fan of his.
Oh boy. Yeah, that ain't pretty.
Don't look that up on Google.
I guess you're dead, but that's really not the way to be found dead.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, he was in that movie with Chuck Norris, Lone Wolf McQuade.
Oh wow!
And he had this proviso where in his contracts where he always had, after Kung Fu, he always had to win a fight.
Really?
Yes. And so that's like the one movie that Chuck Norris loses a fight in. Is that
movie. He lost another fight. What was it? Enter the Dragon against Bruce Lee.
Oh well, yeah.
Remember Bruce Lee killed him, beat his ass.
Yeah. Bruce Lee could beat up anybody, man.
Sure. Believe every word of that.
Bruce was that good.
He's just that good. Steven Seagal, there's another motherfucker that he's so fuck, dude. You know who I would? You know what I would pay to see?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And
Steven Seagal.
in a fucking MMA match.
I know. Wouldn't that be great?
To the fucking death.
Yeah.
Holy, I got my money on Jean-Claude.
Do you really? See, I put my money
yeah.
on Steven Seagal.
Fuck Steven Seagal.
Nah.
First of all,
Thought he was badass.
he's fat as fuck.
Isn't he a cop? Isn't he a cop now?
Yeah, but I mean,
Technically? Like Shaq's a cop?
down there, yeah, it was like somewhere in Louisiana where he's a deputy sheriff,
Okay.
but it's kind of
So-
like
so-
an honorary deputy sheriff.
All right, so why Jean-Claude Van Damme? Because I heard he made
First
up
of
all
all-
his shit.
First of all,
I heard he made all that up and didn't do all that shit.
he did the splits.
Okay.
You can't fake that.
No, you can't fake doing the splits, but I've seen fucking ballerinas do it too, so.
That's fair.
Okay.
But
Jean-Claude, what makes him
but
so
still
badass?
but still to this day, John, dude, still ripped, still fucking buff as shit. He kept it up. I mean, yeah, he's probably doing steroids and stuff. He's like in his fucking 60s and he's still cut.
I was gonna say, isn't he like 102 or something now? Or?
Oh, I think him and Seagal are probably about close to the same age, and Seagal's about 100 pounds over fucking weight, and Jean-Claude is still fucking tough as nails because he was in that last fucking Expendables movie.
Oh yeah,
He was like the main bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right. Well,
Just saying.
It'd be nice. Okay, Steven Seagal,
Steven Seagal,
Jean-Claude
Van Damme, charity MMA event to the death.
That would be, they'd probably get some real good ratings on that.
Maybe not to the death, but just like at least somebody's got to get knocked out. Like somebody's got. It's like there's not gonna be a tie, or like it's not going to decision. Like somebody's getting fucked up. And I say it's gonna be fucking. I think it's gonna be fucking old Steven Seagal.
Remember those celebrity boxing matches?
I do remember. That's where I got the idea from.
Who was it? Screech from
Yeah.
Save the Bell beat the snot out of who was that?
I don't know. I remember. I know. Screech from Saved by the Bell got arrested in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for
Okay.
stabbing somebody, or Green Bay.
Whoa.
Yeah, he got into
Screech is badass.
dude. He got into it with somebody in a fucking restaurant and just he cut him. He cut a motherfucker.
Well, that's what they do in Chicago.
Well, I mean, if you fucking, let's be honest, you're a child star and you're fucking Screech and you're fucking known as being Screech and everybody in the world knows you as Screech and you're like a normal person, they think you're some fucking dork with an afro.
How would you like to be the kid they called Boner on fucking Family Ties?
Urkel, you know what I mean?
Urkel, yeah.
You're never living that
Oh,
down.
come on, Boner?
Yeah.
I mean, what were they fucking smoking?
Gomer Pyle turned out to be a gay.
Yeah, well,
You know,
but boy, that motherfucker could sing.
he really could.
He really
could.
Boy, we've really digressed.
We have, well, fuck it. Nobody's paying attention. This is just for us.
Probably not.
We got like another 15 minutes to kill.
we got a party coming up though.
We do. It's going to be fucking killer, man.
It will be. It's
Hopefully.
Hopefully should be. Hopefully not actually killer.
Well,
we're
yeah.
talking figuratively killer, not literally.
Should be a good time.
It should be, but you can never know. We've invited some people here. And
Yeah, it should be awesome.
We've invited an audience here.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be basically like a fucking free-for-all podcast.
We debated going live.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
No.
Yeah, we like to have our edit button.
However, we might during the making of all of it, we might actually have a couple people take our
Yeah.
phones and go live on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll probably do like a Facebook Live thing. Just like, sort of like, just here's the vibe, here's the atmosphere, here's crazy shit going on. But
Yeah.
as far as like actual conversations, sometimes it gets a little too spicy and you're like,
Yeah, that's when
might have to cut that out.
we hit the edit button.
Being in a motorcycle club's not always fun. Sometimes you gotta watch P's and Q's because
Sometimes.
sometimes things get said that shouldn't be out there in the public. And
Well, it's like there's a lot of standing around and waiting in a motorcycle club. You're sort of just hanging out, but then when shit goes sideways, it goes sideways quick.
well, it's everything. When you're in a club, you're operating as one unit pretty much. So if you do something fucking stupid on a club level, that ripple goes all the way across the whole club.
Yeah.
And it, depending upon how fucking stupid you are, it could go across the whole fucking community. So, yeah, I mean, that's why sometimes we'll be doing these podcasts and you're fucking, you know, banter, back and forth. Next thing you know, you're listening, you're like, oh, shit, we can't put that out there.
Actually, that's happened several times where
Oh.
we've talked about it afterwards and going, yep, whoops.
Yeah, whoop.
And then I haven't, like, written down where it happened in the video, so I got to listen to the whole motherfucker and try to find it.
That's a pain in the ass. And you get the, you know, now we're getting people out there that want to start their own podcast. Oh, well, do you mind if I start my own podcast? Go right the fuck ahead.
Yeah.
Go right the fuck ahead, man. More the merrier.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. fucking, man, I'll be your first fucking guest, man.
Right. Yeah, it's actually, this is the fun part right here. There's a lot more to it. I mean, a
lot of digging around.
I mean, just all the shit you do to get that thing out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's, yeah, when I post this online, from the start of me downloading it to the server that puts it out into the podcast world to I'm done fucking spreading the word is 45 minutes or so.
Oh, in fact, just to upload it onto YouTube is usually an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, right. No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, because you upload it to, like, YouTube, and then I upload it to, like, Spotify and all the others, and that's, like, it's pretty fucking easy. It's just audio, and then Anchor fucking pretty much distributes it for us.
Right. I've got to embed the audio into our webpage, which, if you don't do it right, never gets embedded in.
Yeah.
And then you get some club brother going up, hey, where's it at? Ooh, I guess I didn't press the publish button.
Yeah.
Well,
It is what it is.
Yeah,
We're not professionals.
No, we're not, but we're getting better.
Dirty Fits, by the way. If
Dirty
you've made it
Fits.
this far into the program, Dirty Fits for all your Dirty Fits needs.
That's right.
Apparel, hats, T-shirts.
And rumor has it we might be having some new T-shirts.
Yeah, that's the rumor, but we'll see.
I think the Dirty Fits dude might actually be on here.
Yeah, apparently he's coming on the next one, so that'd be fucking cool.
That's what I hear.
I mean, word on the street, Hollywood's supposed to make an appearance from Motorcycle Madhouse / Insane Throttle.
Yeah, Hammer should be back.
Hammer might be here, yeah.
Mongo should be here. Brother O.
Brother O.
I know.
Talk about Bigfoot some more.
I know. Left me sitting like a bitch at the light. Ted and Bonnie there. They should be back in here.
Ted and Bonnie left me like a bitch.
Left me like a bitch. Yeah. Right now she's got a bike. His is down. He's got his bike. It's under warranty. He had to get his clutch replaced, and so it's just been sitting there.
Had to get his clutch replaced.
Yeah, he screwed his clutch up. So I don't know what he did.
Too many wheelies, huh?
Ted, I don't think so. No.
It could be. We don't know Ted that well, do we?
I've known Ted for a few years, but I don't know him that well.
Maybe he's a wheelie guy.
He could
just does
be.
it. Nobody's looking. He's like, fuck, I'm doing wheelies.
Well, he was in the Navy. Those Navy guys, well, might as well piss off the military now too.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, we don't thank them for their service, so dicks will fall off.
I can't. Well, but I do thank them for their service.
I do too. I don't want their dicks to fall off.
No, not at all. Some of our club brothers are ex-military.
They are, and we like to joke around, and they joke around with us, and it's and that's just, I mean, we're bikers, we're not fucking overly sensitive, and if you are a biker that's overly sensitive, fuck yourself.
Yeah, yeah, no shit.
Yep.
No shit. Then you've picked the wrong area to be in.
I have made so many racial slurs towards other people of different colors that it's all in good fun, and it's just, if you're in the world, man, it's all fun and games, it's not, we're not trying to fucking be too PC, I mean.
There's a joke I told one time. We were at a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of us had gone back to the clubhouse, and so we're sitting there with some 1%ers, and I told a joke so raunchy and so bad that I actually got a 1%er to look at me and go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Yeah. And I was like, "Yes, my work is done here." And so when you can tell a joke that bad, that rank, and that raunchy, like it's a 1%er to go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I haven't done that yet. I have been told to calm down a couple times. Like, dude, you might want to take it down a peg. Fuck that guy!
Yeah. That's so true.
Yep. Hey, man.
Yeah, that's so true. Would you get a handle on yourself, please? Shut up.
And I was, I've had a few dudes that I thought were fucking crazy tell me to calm down sometimes, and that's when I know, all right, maybe I need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
If he's telling me I need to chill out, maybe I need to chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets crazy, though.
It does. It does.
We should wrap this up.
We probably should. We actually had somebody reference our catchphrase.
Did they
in
really?
our comments. Yeah, they said that they they had mentioned something about the nut. So that's all he said. Something about what Tank says about the nut in your motorcycle.
Yeah,
Like, well, everybody's nut's different.
that's true.
You know, some are a little crazier than others.
Yep,
In
I
the
remember gym class.
What the fuck, brother? Really? What the fuck?
We've all been to jail, Tank. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. We all know.
Yeah,
we all look.
well,
we all look down just to make sure.
County's different from prison.
Well, yeah.
I think the food's probably better in prison because the food in county sucked.
I don't think it's good anywhere. And if you're in corrections, I don't think you're going to have like a good meal unless you're doing like jailhouse burritos or something from commissary. But
Ooh, yeah, jailhouse burritos, little bag of Fritos or
Doritos,
yeah, that's the other one. You take
Doritos and ramen.
little Slim Jim, you know, you break that up to get your protein in there. That's right, some ramen in there. Hey,
Jailhouse burritos.
yeah, I actually worked with a guy who made that for lunch all the time. We weren't in jail. He just like sort of got a hankering for it and used to make that all the time.
Yep.
Sit at his desk and eat jailhouse burrito.
Well, I mean, gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
So, Dirty Fits, keep that in mind, everybody. Would it kill you to fucking go to their website?
And hit the fucking share button.
Right, exactly.
Hit the fucking subscribe button.
It's not that hard.
It fucking A, man.
You don't even have to watch it. Just hit the subscribe button. Just be a subscriber so we can go, hey, at least we got more than 8 listeners.
We're not fucking with these assholes looking for money. Like, well, if you want to donate to help the content. No, we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing any of that.
Hit the share button.
We're just making this shit up as we go along.
Exactly.
So I guess we'll fucking wrap it up. Keep in mind we got that party coming up. Watch for it. You'll see it. It'll be a big shit show. Not your normal shit show, but a large shit show.
It'll be a variety shit show.
Variety shit. It probably will.
Many different flavors of shit sandwiches.
Yes, yeah, that's the truth. That's the
Many
truth.
different flavors.
Yeah, that's the truth. Well, all right. I guess it's time then. So keep in mind, everybody, the most dangerous part in your motorcycle is the nut that connects the seat to the handlebars. Later.
Yep.